Man, what up, man? Gas Inc. TV. We are in the basement again, man. Today, man, we got Darrick. You might know him as Dub, man, from Animal House, man. Thank you, sir.
Much love,
Thank you.
You already know.
Before we get started, man, we had to give out to our sponsors, man. As always, man, Slum Clothing, the struggle, the grind to come up, and Juice, man, Juice. If you ain't got none, man, get with us. We'll get you right. We think I'm gonna have a little sample party. You can pull up and have a little shot of juice, all that good shit. But let's get right into it, man. So, Animal House, man, has
The house, bitch.
Bam, that way, that part. You feel me? So, I mean, have you always liked hip hop? What made you come up with the name?
Man, the name was just, I would say, one day as we was bringing this all together, man, Scales just, he said it, you know what I'm saying? We was all in there. It was just a madhouse of rappers in there that day. We was thinking of names. We was thinking of, you know, just the dream, the vision, you know what I'm saying? And it came out and kind of just stuck, and we just ran with it, you know what I mean?
That's a dope name.
Yeah.
Now as
just
far as
ran with it.
the camp, man, it's you and Scales, right?
Pretty much me and Scales, that's it. Scales the man on the keys. I mean, musically the man's a genius. I can't knock what he do. He's just
Very dope.
However,
You get the interview too.
Yeah, sorry he can't be here, you know what I'm saying, prior engagements, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna represent very well, you
Yes,
know.
sir.
But yeah, you know, me more bringing the executive, you know, side to it, you know, and making things on the back end work, you know.
Gotcha.
That's generally where I step in at and do my thing at. So I ain't in the forefront so much as, you know, I
Behind the scenes.
try to make Scales be, but you know what I'm saying, a lot of the videos, you know, a lot of the
Yeah, I shoot them too as well. Am I correct?
yeah, it's just for certain people, you know what I'm saying, you know.
But y'all
and
mostly
like,
in camp, house.
yeah, in-house we do, you know, we can do a variety of things. Ain't nothing that, you know what I'm saying, I don't think we can't do. We just don't, you know, it ain't out there for everybody that do know, you know what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Some people know, some people don't.
Gotcha.
So other than that, man, you know, we just, we rock. We try to be a jack of all trades, you know what I'm saying. We try to have a hand in every pot, you know.
How many artists do y'all have so far?
Well, you know, that's the thing. We don't have I don't have no artists that, you know what I'm saying, that I strictly signed, no, have signed or that I consistently work with. I got one that I've, you know, started working with more, but we do have artists that we work with consistently, but none that are
Personally.
in camp, Animal House. We all rock it together. This is our thing, you know. It don't have to do nothing separate from that, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of the relationships that we formed, you know.
May they be that way sometime?
Say that again.
May they be that way sometime down the road?
Yeah, I think the guy I'm working with right now is gonna do some numbers for us. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the way to go for me. You know what I'm saying? I think musically, I think he's very talented, and I think he got a lot to offer to the music. You know what I'm saying? To the business. You know
Where can they find him at, or what's the artist's name?
It's gonna be King St. Quincy. He wants to drop the King, but I'm on rock it. King St. Quincy. Y'all probably know him as John Quincy, John Q. You know what I'm saying? So
don't drop the King.
Yeah, I want him to push the King on there. He wants to drop it just to St. Quincy, but you know what I'm saying. He by way of Florida, been here for a minute. You know what I'm saying. Got family up here and things. So yeah, he's gonna be my go-to right now that I'm gonna be working with and looking to push and get out there. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's gonna be my guy.
And I skipped it, man. I know you're on social media, but where can they tap in? Where can they see some of these live feeds, these discussions? Where can they tap in at?
They tap in just at for all the videos, just different artists you just got to go tap into. But a lot of the videos we post on our own page is my name, just Darrick Wells. You can hit Scales' page on YouTube, just under his name on YouTube, and then Animal House Music Management as well on YouTube. So it's all on there. But at the same time, all the music for just depending on the artist you want to listen to, you know what I'm saying. That's generally what we throw out there. Just the names of these artists. This is who we're working with. Goes to the music that we promote, you know, that we produce. And
you tell me your YouTube page. You got a YouTube page too, don't you?
Yeah, mine is Animal House Music Management.
Tap into it, man.
You know, however you got search it. I don't know how, you know, I just type shit in when I get on there. I don't go subscribe. I mean, I subscribe once I get there, but you know, a lot of shit I just type in.
You be going through that hunt. You be on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna search for what I want.
You be looking for that information though, man.
Yeah.
So what made you? I mean, were you an artist at one time? Did you make beats?
Nah, man. I mean, I tell the story real quick. I'll keep it short because I get to rambling and shit.
You good? You
But I'll
good?
keep it short. But the story is that one night I was kicking it, pulled up over at the homie's house. I was with I'll just call it Kale. You know what I'm saying? My name Kale. You know what I'm saying? And pulled up to Scales' house, and him and Ricky was, you know what I'm saying, together at this time. Skinny Hendrix, shout out Skinny Hendrix.
Yeah, young Hendrix, and he joined here too, man.
Yeah, Skinny Hendrix, shout out Skinny. So pulled up over there to kick it one night at their house after the club and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we was over there, and he was playing beats off the TV and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I looked, and I was like, this nigga made this shit on a little ass keyboard. I was like, cause I had forgot about music. And I ain't saying I forgot, but I wasn't doing music at that time. Yeah, I wasn't in that loop. I ain't even gonna lie.
That new school shit.
Yeah, I wasn't in the loop of the music. I didn't, wasn't a clue. But what I did want to know, I was like, okay, so he made that shit on that little ass keyboard. I was like, fuck that. I was like, I want to make some beats. I was like, I'm thinking about to make some beats. I'm dope. I can do that. I'm about to do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me get all my shit. Got everything, computer, got the keyboard, got everything ready. Right. Got the Fruit Loops, you know what I'm saying? I hadn't called him over there. I called him over there to give me Fruit Loops.
Yeah. Let me see what's up.
So he brings me the Fruity Loops, hooks it up, you know what I'm saying? And then knowing he does music, I'm like, so Scales, who you fucking with? You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, man, I ain't doing shit. And I was just like,
he's been doing it for a while too.
He's been doing it for a while, and he hadn't been working. So I was like, man, what's up? Let's do this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's start this motherfucking label and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did. And built the booth at the house. You know what I'm saying? Built the whole back part of my house to a studio. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history. You know what I'm saying?
Dope too. I like that booth. Booth is cool.
Yeah, turn that whole motherfucker into you know what I'm saying? To a little spot where we can do our thing. And it kicked off for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Got started. Got one artist set in, you know what I'm saying? Didn't ink him to nothing, but it was, set in stone, and this is what we was going to do.
Yeah, agreement, right. Contract agreement, whatever
they call it. So did that. He ended up going to jail, signed another one, and with the intent of, like I said, I ain't going to say signed, but didn't ink him, but let's do this work. Let's do this work. Same thing happened with him, went to jail because, niggas wasn't focused, but, that's another story, what I'm saying, for another day, but other than that, man, yeah, just me and Scales just called him over and was just like, man, let's do this. And that was that. Here we are, Animal House. 4 years later, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of growth, you know what I'm saying? A lot of growth, a lot of learning, and a lot of good relationships formed, a lot of good music made. Shit, I mean, at least, by my standard.
Right.
Some will disagree, but, that's what it is.
Yeah,
some like Coke, some like Pepsi. It's all good. As long as everybody's drinking.
I know one thing I noticed, man, working with artists, man, that is like the biggest thing that fucks up the whole vibe or your buzz even, because you get a buzz, everything going right, you know what I mean? Things falling into place, everything rolling. And my nigga, you go to jail. Ain't no bounce back.
Man, that's a hard bounce back.
Yeah, but I mean, it can be done, but it's just like you made things 10 times harder. And I should say, I don't know everybody's situation, but if you thinking about, how people really blow up in this industry now, and they get a hit in 1 month, and for the next 18 months, they getting big dollars just torn off that. You know what I mean? So that's what just fucks me up. Because it be a buzz too, and people understand when it may be a little buzz, but that little buzz, people take that buzz and run with it.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah.
Some do, some don't.
So run with it. So, but when you go to jail, bro, it's just like a time capsule. We finna sit, you finna go do that. We finna sit out here and try to keep your name alive. It's gonna bubble if it's not, but it's just a time warp, man. And then by that time, music's totally different.
Totally different. It takes a month and music can change.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a whole month and everything can change just like that. Few, you know what I'm saying, few artists die, you know what I'm saying? As we see, changes the whole landscape of how things move forward, you know what I'm saying? Because there was people in positions of power that could change things, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them, you know what I'm saying, when they big artists and get killed like that, obviously y'all know who I'll talk about. I ain't even gonna get into it, but it does impact the business and the culture a lot, you know what I'm saying? It changes some shit big time.
Yep. Hey man, so when's the new cypher dropping? When is it dropping?
Them was the hardest things to put together, man. That's why I stopped doing them, man. It's hard to get everybody you send a beat and then it takes, you know, a whole month and it's like, oh, I don't lost
To get
it.
it right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it's just like, you know, just write a dope ass verse, then come record this shit. Let's make this shit
That's why
pop.
it's a cipher.
Yeah, just, you know, give me some hard bars, you know what I'm saying? But don't make it weak, you know what I'm saying? But just make it dope enough to get on, you know, to get on and get motherfuckers to pay attention real quick. Say some crazy shit and let's rock. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, you send a beat out, but then what comes
They
back,
get intimidated.
you're like, and then you can't tell them that. They get in their feelings, and it's like, nigga, and it's like, well, I don't even want to talk to you no more. So then that's...
Dude, they get people can't take constructive criticism. We can't. I shouldn't say people. We cannot take constructive criticism,
Right.
man.
I'll take it. I can take it very well.
But a lot of us can't. My bad. A lot of us can't at all.
I can take it very well.
I'm like, bro, they gave you some pointers actually, but they get in their feelings, man. A whole lot of people do.
Yeah, they do.
So are you guys playing any shows this summer, man? Is there any? Oh, what's up with them singles? What singles are out right now? Where can I get those singles at?
All right, what singles is out right now? Hold up. Let me go to my phone real quick. Singles out right now. Illmatic. Scales featuring Illmatic. The song is Mine. You got Brandocious down in Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Brandocious. Shout out Marley Young.
Okay. That's what you be out there on the lines. I see you be working out there.
Yeah, working out there a lot. Couple up and coming. I mean, we've got a few, you know what I'm saying, Slap Cities out there. We done fucked with Ray Money. There's a few artists I like to work with, you know what I'm saying, that's still down there, like the Young Cats and the Young Boss, you know what I'm saying? I still want to work with some of them. Still want to get a track with Rich, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I ain't.
Y'all gonna get. And ain't y'all gonna get.
Yeah, I'm gonna get those.
Yeah, you gonna get them.
Most definitely. For sure.
I'm just trying to speak it into existence. Sorry, I mean to be like that.
No
but
worries.
that's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm gonna get those joints. Yeah, most definitely.
That'll be dope. So I mean, are we gonna see an Animal House project soon?
Yeah, we got some things in the works. I just learned putting out albums is cool, mixtapes, however, you know what I'm saying. But we more focused on just putting out some singles here and there, you know what I'm saying. If there's artists that's gonna put out a whole mixtape or album, we just make sure, you know what I'm saying, we do the majority of the tracks on that joint, you know what I'm saying. Other than that, for me, yeah, we got one that we trying to push that we looking at. We kind of I'll drop the name of it, Last Action Heroes, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, we're gonna drop that, and we got a couple of lead singles coming off that joint that I might slap here in a little bit, you know what I'm saying, give them opportunity, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I feel like we got some nice industry standard hits, you know, I ain't gonna say hits, but industry standard records, you know what I'm saying. They hits to me because I'm in love with my own shit, you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's all you need right now, man. That is the attention span of this world. It's real small, man. So you're exactly right when you said, man, we dropping singles because that's what people buy. You know what I mean? And then you can wiggle your way into dropping some shit after you done sold and made a couple $100 million. You could drop a little project.
That's the goal. When we get there. When I get there, I'll let you know.
I agree with you.
But right now, yeah, just try to focus on pushing some dope, you know what I'm saying, songs, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, that's the goal, is to attain, you know what I'm saying, a lot of songs out there, because I just feel like you put out albums and mixtapes, you put a whole bunch of music out there that people are going to just overlook in the first place.
It's on one project.
Yep, it's on one project, and then they don't really listen to it. So then them tracks was on there. So I mean, obviously you could re-release them in a sense, because if they didn't really pay attention, you might release it right now, and then next thing you know, that mug's a hit. You know what I'm saying?
That's that song. Right, I agree.
You know? Yeah, because I know like Lil Nas X. I'm just saying. I know when he made Old Town Road, I know he wasn't sitting there like, nigga, this motherfucker's gonna be hard.
No,
everybody go. He wasn't sitting there thinking that. He didn't think like everybody's gonna fuck with this. He did.
Because when he first dropped it, nobody did.
They worked that motherfucker though, and the next thing you know,
people don't know. You gotta put. Man, I said this before.
They worked that
people
song.
Put time into singles. Y'all drop a project, and a month later, you got another CD coming, bro. What was the purpose of you dropping that CD if you're going to drop another one in a month after you dropping the first one, and we ain't even heard the first one all the way yet?
The quantity, because they think the more music. I mean, and it works, though. Don't get me wrong. For some of these people,
some
it
of
works.
them do.
The more they putting out, the more they, I mean.
Because they got that crowd now, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They there.
ultimately got to have a fan base that's going to support
Big,
that, though.
big, yeah.
That's the biggest part. See, a lot of us got these.
Because once I get the fan base, you're right. You should be dropping them back to back as much as you can get it for as long as you can. Because when they quit fucking with you, they quit fucking with you.
Yeah, so you gotta strike when the iron is hot. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta make sure you drop in quality shit so that motherfuckers wanna. You only got 30 seconds for somebody to listen as they start listening. You got 30 seconds to grab them.
Attention, yeah.
You got 30 seconds. Or next thing you know, they're pushing to go. Yep, let's go.
Keep on, they finna change the CD.
Yeah, they might not even give you another chance to listen to 3 more of your songs. They might just go to the next artist.
Yep.
See,
Who
so
else
now,
is hot out now?
So now, yeah.
So I know I do that. That's fucked up. On new shit, that's out. Man.
That's how you do. Because it's so much. It's a lot out there. So what's gonna do? You know, what's gonna separate you from the other 100 niggas just rapping?
That's why everybody got gimmicks now, because that's what.
Gotta have one. It's like wrestling. This rap game's like wrestling. Whoever the dopest character is going. Hey, yeah, that's gonna determine if you're on Monday Night Raw, or if you're on SmackDown.
I'm agreeing. Right.
It's just you gotta have the dope character out there. Yeah, it's whatever he did.
What do you mean, Tommy? You didn't see that move?
Yeah. And he did that. Now he's on because everybody likes that move. So kind of just strike when the iron's hot. And if your thing is on, then your thing is on.
Running while you got it, man. So I agree with you, man. If you in the game, you better be striving for them singles.
Cause it's a business. It ain't you gotta have a business mind for it. How you gonna bubble it? You know what I'm saying?
Because thinking about it. We break down 6ix9ine, all them little vlogs he was doing. He was talking shit. I listen to what people say. And he was literally saying that, man, he was broke last year. Or he was doing this last year. He only been doing this for 16 months or 13 months. You know what I'm saying? And then you break down, if you really look at the shit, and that's just off of his music. So I'm just saying to say this, man, the game is there. And like you said, as long as you pushing the shit the right way, them singles, he didn't have no CD out. He had a single.
One land for you. TikTok, Triller. You get any of them singles on, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You'll get there, you know what I'm saying? I just think albums and mixtapes, you might have a dope song in there that gets overlooked because you didn't push it as the single, you know what I'm saying? So
and you
take a little time.
Put some time into your single too. If you got a hot song, man, don't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
Because this market right here ain't feeling it. You're not in your right market. There's markets to this music game. So you pushing this shit right here, and you think it's your hometown, and they ain't fucking with you. They ain't fucking with you because it's not the fucking market. You gotta think outside the box.
I don't even want to say it's that. I don't want to even say it's that, L. You know what I think? What I say it is that your whole town don't really know about you.
True. I can see that, but going both ways. True.
Your whole town don't really know about you because what are you gonna do? I mean, you want to sell to everybody, right?
But instances, but when that instance is, when you're an artist and you're dope, okay, let's say you got a backpack record, right, and you in, let's say, mob area, right?
Right.
They gonna know who you are. You're not gonna get a buzz like you would, but if you blow up somewhere else, right? And they still know who you are, when you come back, you're gonna get love, right? But if you're making that mob music and you going through there, they gonna love you all the way. But with that's particular to me, I believe that they still gonna respect you. But the moment the world see you, then they still gonna respect you. But until then, nigga, you just the average nigga, just like me with a backpack rap.
I get it, but what I'm saying is that if you just trying to stay in that lane. If that's all you making, then okay, I expect for you that to just be that. It's not gonna go past this ceiling, and it proves it. Just because it stays underground, and that's cool.
Yeah, because I'm like
underground rappers is winning.
Yeah, if I'm like, so let's take you at where you think you at, where you think you're gonna love your talent, get you to the right market, man, and let's get it. Because I see a lot of that. You know what I mean? And people get discouraged because of that. I'm like, nah, bro, don't. Let's just get you over here where they love that shit, and then.
Music is regional to me, though.
It is.
Like, you won't never hear about West Coast rappers, a lot of that are winning out there because the music don't make it out here unless you really go search for it. Because nobody's, well, just take for instance, who's everybody bumping right now?
I don't even know.
Nobody from, we ain't all bumping no rappers from here, are we?
No.
Nobody's got that hit single in the top right now. I don't. Who's got one?
Nobody.
Who's got it?
I mean, they may.
What's the song everybody in town's bumping right now that we all bumping?
I do not know.
I don't have one. I can tell you why. I mean, for me, I just lack I haven't had the. I got the music, but it's like it's falling on deaf ears. It's because like nobody wants to go search for it and listen to it. Nobody wants to really go listen to it.
How do we make them listen then, right?
I don't know. How do I do it? How do I make you go listen? If you don't want to listen.
Right.
And I ain't saying that people don't. I'm just saying.
How do you make them? I mean, okay. We're gonna have to get back
Because
to
between
the
me,
discussion.
Scales, this person, man, we should have some numbers. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that we all know.
Right.
So
That make dope music.
and if we all doing it and we all sharing it and we all the numbers should
Speak
be
for itself, right?
should be equaling up a little bit, a little bit different. But I mean, I don't know. That's me overanalyzing it.
I mean, no, it ain't overanalyzing. It's just saying that if we was actually all together around here, man, it'd be way different.
But again,
This
music is regional. Like I
yeah,
said, music is regional. Being that I'm not gonna hear like there's a couple of Memphis rappers that I fuck with that nobody around here. I'm like, I'll say the name like, who?
Mm-hmm.
And that Memphis is only what 10 hours away.
Or,
You know what I'm saying? So if that music ain't making it up this way, them artists don't come up here and do shows.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
there's a lot of people that still know who.
but if you go, their music is gonna go south.
True.
Tennessee, Kentucky, it's gonna head down Alabama. It's gonna hit all that.
It's gonna feel all that.
It's gonna feel all that, but it don't come our way. Why is that?
We ain't got that.
Why it don't come this way? So our music is just right here. So you got to dominate right here if you're doing Midwest mob style. If you're doing that type of music, you got to dominate this region right here.
True.
So you should be able to find some. Lawrence is right there, bro. That's KU, dog.
But everybody feels that, man. Lawrence is tricky. I just had a situation that happened. Like me personally, throwing shows, I ain't never had no problems in Lawrence. Me, never, none. People, yeah, when I first started throwing, it was like, hey, I don't want no fights. And then I had security coming up during the show. If we have any fights, we gonna cut on the lights and the show's gonna be over. And I had the same security come up to me at the end of the show, bro. We want to get some more stuff going. I'm gonna tell them okay, we cool. But Lawrence is so crazy and picky. But I guess it's how you approach
can win
things.
down there.
Yeah, but I think it's how you approach things. Cause I went. It's a business. I had on button up shirt, had dreadlocks in. But I went in as a business. Like, hey, first time I met you. This is how I came in talking. I think people they see what other people do and don't know actually the breakdown of it and go in there and try to mimic that shit. And when you don't know, you might burn that bridge, bro. Cause them people in Lawrence is just, they want to know what you're doing, what's going on, how's it gonna go.
As far as shows,
Yeah.
right on.
Like, man, and if you can't do that, if anything is out of the ordinary, they ain't gonna fuck with you, man, like, at all. But it is KU campus. It's the people are lovely when you do shows. As long as you promote it, they will come. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about, and I'm talking about even more on level of just being able to get yourself known down there. It's 30,000 students down there. So if you're doing music that's aimed at that demographic of people, I mean, biggest consumers of hip hop music are just saying is white people.
Facts. I mean,
I went to Travis Scott down in Kansas City, bro. Let me tell you.
it was.
Come on, man. They was mosh pitting. It was. I seen
dope.
Old white men getting out of cars with their kids, 14-year-old little, 15-year-old little white dudes and girls. I'm like, oh, okay. They bringing them to these concerts.
I would tell you, I mean, that's dope.
But when you go look at the numbers, they're the biggest consumers of it.
Yeah, I believe.
I mean, just being honest.
That's why Tupac got his first deal.
I mean, that's just being real shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your demographics has got to be not just us; it got to be everybody of who you trying to aim your music at. I mean, you got breakdowns of it. I mean, the analytics of it all, man. I mean, if you really target the audience you want and really blanket the market on them and really push, go print up. I mean, you got to have a ground crew. You got to have a street team. You got to have so much.
When you get your numbers back, you get that shit, man. So y'all
so
need to
much.
take heed. Y'all need to get what y'all can out of it and get to it. If not, find somebody who can help you get to it.
A team,
Yep, and get you a team.
We
Man,
can.
so if they are you still open for studio time if they need that or beats or anything like
No,
that?
don't really do no studio time, but we do offer the pull-up service, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is get at us for, you know what I'm saying, cost of services, if you don't like what's on the website, animalhousemusic.com, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like what's on the website, you need it exclusive.
It'd be somewhere here.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all you got to do is,
Animalhouse.com?
all you got to do is just reach out to Scales and myself, you know what I'm saying? And we can make something happen, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, everything's legit, you know what I'm saying?
Bangers.
Splits down the middle, you know, type stuff. We got the paperwork. We come ready, you know what I'm saying? Business as usual, you know.
It's that whip.
Hey, got to keep it tight, you know what I'm saying? You know, as you learn, you know what I'm saying? Get it right in the beginning, that way you ain't got to correct it later, you know.
Yes, sir. All right, man, we're going to pause for a minute, man, and we're going to run these slappers real quick. That part. Man, what up, man? We are back, man. We about to pay a slap, man. San Quincy, I love it. Yeah.
San Quincy, I love it. Here we go. Scales on that.
Skills, yeah, you said skills.
It's the house, bitch.
See the shirt?
King St. Quincy, you know what I'm saying? I love it. Single gonna be out here probably within the next, I'll say 3 to 4 weeks. To a
iTunes,
month.
all that digital
iTunes,
platforms.
all digital platforms. It'll be dropping here just shortly. Gotta put it all together, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the play is Tom Brady, you know what I'm
It's gonna be a
saying?
video too.
Yeah, video coming soon after, you know what I'm saying? Trying to put something on to this, you know what I'm saying? Really make it something, you know what I'm saying? I really believe in this song, so you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put a hard push around, you know what I'm saying, behind it. I think it's that level, you know what I'm saying? I think it can do some numbers, you know what I'm saying, here and there. We're looking at a couple of different markets to push it in, so, you know, outside of just here, you know what I'm saying? So whatever happens with it happens, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make the moves that we're trying to make with it, and that's what we're trying to push, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to get behind this right here.
I
So
like it.
it's the wave. That's the one I want to ride.
It's gonna be on the radio.
Yeah, hope I can get it there. You know what I'm
It's
saying? It
gonna
ain't for everybody. This ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but hey,
This is gonna be a lot of people.
it's some good music to
gonna be a lot-
listen
yeah.
to, man. You know what I'm saying? When it come on, make you want to move a little bit. You know, make you want to dance.
So I'm
you know
saying,
what
I'm over here.
Good
you know what I mean?
message.
Yeah.
Good message. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Niggas think they can thug it 24/7, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm bopping too. I like it.
Hey,
I like it.
you can't a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? You want to do for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So you want to put something out there for them. You know?
He on there cutting up too, listening to it.
Oh yeah. I'll shut up and let it rock.
Oh no, you good. You good.
That's a rough
And
draft.
he
you know what I'm
recorded this
saying?
at the house.
No, I recorded this at FSP, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Steve Vest, you know what I'm saying? If you ever, you know what I'm saying, you're in the city and that's, you know, where you want to go record at, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with
It's in
FSP,
KC.
Steve. Fuck with mid-range as well, you know what I'm saying? Mid-range over there, E. Fuck with Jazz at 6411, you know what I'm saying? Jazz, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to all them cats, you know what I'm saying?
Get it in.
Everybody do something different, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, get in where you fit in. They all wonderful dudes. They all get down, and you know what I'm saying, in the studio. Good quality shit, you know what I'm saying? I recommend all 3 of them, you know what I'm saying?
Find who best fits you, man, and rock out.
Real shit. You know, so them is the dopest places, you know, that I would recommend when motherfuckers go record at. I mean, they don't need me to tell it, you know what I'm saying? They work speak for itself, you know
But
what I
plug
mean?
that shit. Like the plug, man.
Real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 641 Jazz, you know what I'm saying? You can fuck with E down in mid-range. Fuck with Steve Vest, you know what I'm saying? FSP, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's many other studios down there, but them is the 3 that I would recommend if you doing anything, you know what I'm saying?
And that's
down
in
here the
KC,
city.
right?
Yeah, that's in Kansas City, all parts. Can't tell you where. I just tell you how to get there, you know what I'm saying? But look them up. 6411, it's a Jazz mid-range down there. Fuck with E and Steve Vest at FSP.
Tap in.
Tap in with them. This next one I'm gonna play is little Eli, young cat out of KC. You know what I'm saying? I got my motherfucking flash drive, but we wasn't prepared for that today, so I'm gonna give you what I got on my phone.
Appreciate it.
That's my bad. Yeah, so I only got what's on my phone, so we just gonna rock that. And hope y'all enjoy this motherfucker, because I think Eli's a motherfucking dope ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Little dope little young cat up and coming. You know what I'm saying? This is Eli, Friends with Benefits, FWB.
Got a conclusion that I really like. How you pushing up on me, but you wanna be homies, baby, I don't mind. Ain't gotta stay overnight, you don't want no feelings attached, I know it. I only pull up when it's 3 in the morning. And if you want me to be on the way, then I'm on my way.
Yeah, young Eli's dope.
Don't wanna stop and I don't think we should at all. Maybe we make a 6 flick, or maybe we can Netflix and chill. Why not? It's all okay to me.
Oh, y'all going on? Y'all on their heels.
Hmm?
Oh, y'all on their heels. I like that shit. Y'all on a whole different market, whole different lane.
Trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find something different to bring to the table.
But we ain't got this around here. We don't. If I'm like, that.
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
I
this
love
little
it.
dude,
Yeah.
this dude's, he's crazy with it, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
Baby, don't go to sleep. Pick your ass up. Call me when you're ready for another ride and you can jump up. So, baby, is you gonna let me give you something good? 'Cause baby, I don't mind fucking my bed.
Yeah, I like that shit.
Ain't nothing.
Hey, I like that little nigga. He's dope.
At the end of it, she got things I ain't seen on none of them.
There's a couple on there that, you know what I'm saying, that out of the, we got a few songs with him, you know what I'm saying, but out of the few that, you know, we got, we're trying to narrow it down to the, you know what I'm saying, the three most, you know what I'm saying, that we can really be effective with and cut through, you know what I'm saying, with something, you know what I'm saying. So that's what we're trying to narrow it down to with some of these, you know what I'm saying. But this is just kind of testing it on ear when people go back and hear this, you know what I'm saying.
I like this
They-
motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's
They
my
like,
opinion
yeah,
on
that's
this
just
one.
hard,
Like
you know what
this
I'm
one,
saying. Yeah, so, you know. That's the point of just letting, you know what I'm saying, people hear this so they, you know what I'm saying, when they see this, they can comment, you know what I'm saying, say what they thought about the track or whatever, you know, whatnot.
for
That,
sure. Y'all
that
hear what he
feedback is
said.
crucial. That
Need
feedback is
that.
crucial. I need that.
Let
you
us
know what I'm
know.
saying?
Let
That's
us
just some
know.
bullshit. I need to hear why, you know what I'm saying, tell me what it didn't do for you or,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man,
saying,
leave
or
a
just, I
comment
don't know.
somewhere down here.
Cause that sounds like good music to me. It had a good
that
feeling for
motherfucker?
it. Yeah, and he was, yeah. I like, you know what I'm saying, what he was
you
talking
think?
about. Content
Oh,
was
yeah.
risky, you know
What you
what I'm
think?
saying. So yeah, I was fucking
think?
with that.
Cool. Yeah, that shit was dope.
You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody. This ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I already know that. But I want to know why people really tapping in, if that's really a dope song, and why they like it or why they didn't. That's just, you know, that's crucial.
I like his voice. I like the beat. I like the look. I like the content. You know what I mean? I just like the overall everything of the
what's up.
song. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker was dope.
That's what's up.
You feel me? I can slap that with my kids in the car, and they, you know, it ain't too crazy or nothing like that. You know.
Right.
Da-da-da, you know, all that shit was dope. It was dope. That's what I think, man. Believe y'all comment somewhere down here. Let us know. He said so. Eventually, we'll come down to that set and get some footage at Animal
Yeah,
House.
most
man.
definitely, most definitely.
All right, man. Well, I do want to thank you, man. I do appreciate
Much
you,
love.
man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to do your show.
We're gonna, whenever at one time start doing a podcast, I would like to get you on here so we can discuss some things, so we can have conversation. Like you said, I talk too much. No, we need you on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people hear, you know what I'm saying, things. I ain't saying everything that I've learned is a matter of fact, but you know what I'm saying, the information just, you know what I'm saying, for you to, if I mention it, for you to just take that and be like, let me go look at this. Let me go research that shit myself.
Please
so I
do.
can find out. You know what I'm saying? That's how, you know what I'm saying, that's how we help one another out, is that if we all giving this information out to where we all ain't out here blind
Lost.
leading the blind, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Just,
I hope
you know.
everybody, whoever watches, takes something that they didn't know, a little piece of game, a little something, runs
Hell
with it,
yeah.
somebody's story,
Run with that
somebody said, anything, man, just take something from it, run with it, free game, you know what I mean? And then y'all get to know people in different businesses that you may not know that are actually here, you know what I mean? So that's why I asked for the social media contacts. Reach out for them on social media,
Yep.
add them, friend them, request them, do all that. On the YouTube, check into them, man. And then just watch, man. We gonna network. We gonna make it shake. We gonna make it happen.
Already. It's Animal House Music on Facebook, Animal House Music on Instagram, Animal House Music Management on Instagram, Animal House Music Presents on Facebook, Brian
SoundCloud.
Scales on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, we don't got no SoundCloud because it's we punching the numbers. We ain't SoundCloud ain't doing, you know. I don't
What
like
you
that.
need.
Yeah. You know, that's just for, you know. No, we don't do this. I mean, we could, but we don't. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? All platforms, digital platforms, any of the music that you want to search for. Like I said, we have Marley Young, Brandocious, who else is said? Illmatic, Scales, also Patrick Bolton, PJ the Singer. That's what he goes by.
PJ the Singer,
Trying
that's
to
up, man.
trying to knock off some of these names.
Yeah,
you know
knock
what I'm
'em
saying?
off.
You know, like I said, Skinny Hendrix is out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's still some music. Fuck with. We got a few out there with Seuss. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Always
sir.
search up Seuss. Who else? I can't really think of no my. Trying to think. Girl Gang. Yeah, we got Girl Gang down in KC. You know what I'm saying? You got Stewie. I can't think of the Stewie Goodlow.
Gotcha.
KC. Who else, man? Slap City. Yeah, just there's a lot of different artists. So always, you know, when you read this, listen to this back. When you watch this, yeah, any of them artists, go run their numbers up. Sure they appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? The more y'all listen, the more content that they, you know what I'm saying, they put out, they'll keep doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because they know y'all listening. So
Right.
that support means a lot to people doing this
Support,
music
support,
thing.
support.
Cause yes, it's hard to get fans. Y'all hard out here on them, boy.
And get y'all
Hate
to
that music. Turn that shit off. Who's that? Oh, I know him. He ain't shit.
Man, try to get y'all to subscribe.
That's
try
how
to
they
get you
do
to,
it,
try to
man.
get
It's
you to
crazy.
subscribe,
Yeah,
to
just
like.
subscribe, though.
That's all we need, man. Just hit
Subscribe,
the subscribe
tap in,
button, like
tell a
anything,
friend.
follow up, follow anything. That's what we need.
Yeah. All them handles, anything Animal House Music
Get
with a
to it.
Z-I-K.
Yeah, man. Tell them. Yeah, y'all heard the information, man. Tap into it. Get ready for them singles to drop. When they drop, he also said it's gonna be videos, but tap in. We're gonna be sharing and liking that shit too, especially on the Gas Inc. TV page on Facebook. If y'all got any content y'all want to share, send that to us, man. If we ain't shared it already, so we can get it out there. But thank you again for
Gas
tapping
on the
in.
Gas Show.
Thank you, sir. Man, thank y'all for tapping in. And
It's
we
the
out.
house, bitch.